Yeah, I'll be in Jackson. I leave for Jacksonville tomorrow, so.
Okay.
Mhm. So
Let's see here. Somebody was saying that this live stream ended on Facebook. That's weird.
really, it says you're still live for me.
Oh, now it's saying it's weird. Okay. I don't know. It's
Yeah,
tripping.
you're still live on Facebook.
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You tripped me out there. Yeah, but I'm trying to see. Oh, yeah. Did you look at Georgia's schedule that came out? All the SEC that
Yeah, the
recently.
2024 schedule, I did. Yeah, definitely, man. Look, that's a huge thing we can get to next. So the university, obviously, yeah, everybody know, go Dogs, baby. We're big Dogs fans. For a lot of people watching us live for the first time, we're big Georgia fans, all right? So go Dogs, really big time go Dogs. And we just saw that now in 2024, they have an upcoming schedule. The schedule is phenomenal. Definitely going to try to go to that game. They're playing Clemson in Atlanta. That's going to be awesome. Then you got Tennessee Tech. And in the third game, well, no, take it back. So everything is not officially set yet. I'm just looking at certain dates. Like, you have a really good schedule. Not the whole schedule is finished yet, but they also is playing Alabama on the road. So you got to play Alabama on the road that year, at Texas as well, and at Ole Miss. So that's going to be a fun year for Georgia that year. Especially depending on how we looking coming out of the gate for this year. On the road to trying to three-peat. So I'm excited for Georgia, man. I'm excited for them boys. I'm glad we got a schedule like that. Like Kirby said, we will not be hunted, and we will hunt everyone down. And I am pumped to see what they're going to do because everybody's picking on our schedule for this upcoming season, and anybody that's been following anything college football related shouldn't bring that up because it's not our fault. We chose to get Oklahoma. Oklahoma pulled out of it. We had to get that game filled in. I'm sorry we have to play UT Martin, Ball State, and UAB, but that's not our fault. How many years have we had to go through and see? I'm just saying Alabama and all these other teams playing. Sorry, I love UTC. Look, I go here, but they had to play Chattanooga early on, and all these other guys. Like, don't bring up our schedule miraculously, especially after we won 2 back-to-back national championships. I don't think our schedule is the problem. All right, we're doing what we have to do. We played top tier teams. We beaten the top tier teams. So I don't want to hear about schedule. This past schedule, yeah, 2024 obviously going to be much tougher. But I'm ready for Georgia. I think they're ready for the challenge.
Yeah, I'm same way. People were already bringing up. Jesus, man. People were already bringing up the schedule to me. Kobe asked me. I was like, I'll pick it either way. Whoever we end up facing, I'll take us every day of the week. I'm not gonna. I don't think we're gonna run away from competition by any means. But yeah, it's gonna be a tough schedule. I kind of saw it coming with the way things are going. Like, everybody complaining about our schedule this year. How we're not playing anybody. They always want to complain about the East. But my big deal with that is, it ain't like the East is always bad. Like, everything is cyclical. It ain't like the West was always that good. There was years probably the SEC West was not that good. You can probably go back in time and see that. Everything worked itself out. And I'm not advocating for keeping the divisions. I don't care. You can take the divisions out. It probably makes it more fun. Us playing Bama, things like that. People are going to like that. So, I don't know. I just don't like the whole... it's because y'all had it so easy. And then you got Nick Saban. I saw on Twitter. Somebody quoted him for Twitter, and that he brought it up again. We would have been favored to be 3 of the 4 teams in the college football playoff this year. And we weren't. You were favored to beat LSU, and you were favored to beat the other team that lost. What was it? And they still lost.
They still lost. I can't think. Was it
Tennessee?
Auburn? Tennessee. Yes.
So I just, I don't really. I don't like all the whining that's going on out of Tuscaloosa here.
Well, let me just go ahead and nip this in the bud. I nipped this in the bud before I nip it again. Alabama for one. Yes, Alabama was a great team, but you cannot sit here and state you are the best team in the country when you have lost 2 games. And the fact that you lost, I don't care if you're losing by a field goal. I don't care if you're losing by half a point, which is not even possible. You've lost those games. All right, you lost to LSU, you lost to Tennessee. They want to say, "Oh, both of those games was on the road." Okay, and all right, oh, and Georgia had to play them at home. Okay, fine. All right, we played those teams at home. All right, if it was so much of a problem for us, all right, what about when we had to play Ohio State? Why, when we finally play a team and we still execute it? All right, after hearing about how Michigan and all this stuff would do this and do that, we saw how Michigan, played against TCU, neck and neck type game. Then we play TCU, what we do to them. Now, yes, you could probably make a case. Alabama probably would beat TCU. I'm not denying that. All right, but what about Texas? What about that close game you had with Texas? Oh, because it was on the road, that's why you struggled. Oh, because it was on the road is like, I understand road environments is a huge deal, but we cannot continue to bring up all of these teams when you struggle with a lot of these teams as well. Like, yes, our schedule at the beginning of the season wasn't the most toughest thing in the world, but who is that? You can't blame us. And heck, didn't we also play Oregon at the beginning of the season last year? So, like, they were another top 10. They were a top 10 team from majority of the season to the end until they lost to who was it? Washington. Bo Nix literally was in running for a potential Heisman. So, like, I don't want to hear about these teams that we so-called don't play, because we do play these teams. All right, just because this year how it folded out, that it just happens. All right, the team pulled out. Okay, all right, fine. Then Oklahoma pulled out. We got to get somebody. Can't have that spot open. All right, and plus we won back-to-back national championships. It's not like it was given to us. If we didn't earn it, if we didn't deserve it, then so be it. But we have earned it, and we have deserved it. We've had to win all these games. We've had to dominate majority of these teams. Georgia won 28 games in the past 2 seasons, only losing 1. Who else doing that? Like, come on, 29-1 in the past 2 years. Get out of here, dude. I don't want to hear foolishness. I don't want to hear foolishness. You want to talk about teams played? Don't bring that up. Because if we're there again and somebody bring up the schedule again, so basically what you're telling me is the top 4 ain't the top 4. Because you're telling me, oh, these teams aren't even that good as in the top 4. It ain't only about the talent of the team. You still have a whole season you have to go through. Alabama, you had a whole season you had to go through. TCU had a whole season they had to go through. All right, Ohio State had a whole season they had to go through. All these teams went through these seasons. Michigan, all these teams. I wasn't a big fan of Michigan. I said Michigan wasn't going to do too well. I thought we were going to beat the brakes off Michigan as well. All right, they were the number 2 team. Oh, Alabama would have beat. You probably would have beat Michigan, but guess what? You have your strength of schedule. So does these other teams. You can't bring up that type of case when you don't beat the teams that you're supposed to beat. It's not basketball. All right, we can't play everybody. You only can play who's on your schedule. That's how TCU made it. They can only beat the teams on their schedule. In technicality, TCU had the most ranked wins out of anybody. So I don't want to hear anybody talk about no schedule. All right, so shut your mouth about scheduling. Shut your mouth about scheduling. Everybody going to bring up Alabama? I don't want to hear it because it's stupid.
There you go. And that was coming after the all off season last year, including myself. I had them as a favorite to win it, and people were arguing that's the best college football team of all time. Bryce Young, Jameer Gibbs, they brought in all these transfer guys, Eli Ricks, you name it, a tackle from Vanderbilt. So no, they had really zero excuses. Zero excuses on their end.
Coming back next year, I'm telling you. Next year, I told you, it ain't gonna keep being this way. Blah blah blah. And then guess what? Come on, man. You struggle with Texas A&M. I know you had a backup quarterback that game. They were struggling a little bit with Arkansas. Struggled with freaking LSU, Texas. Like, because of how games match up, you want to bring that up. And then they want to bring up the fact, we beat Kansas State in the bowl game, or blah, blah, blah. Like, come on. What about 2007 when Georgia beat Hawaii in the bowl game? Like, we deserve to be in the championship. Like, we can't do that. All right, we can't do that. We already know it's not necessarily the best 4 teams that make it. But we've been known that. I know when people want to keep saying the best 4 teams, it's never been that. It's never been that. I don't want to hear that anymore. It's never been the best 4 teams. I figured that out after year 1. Like it was never when Ohio State made it and they lost to Penn State. Penn State won the Big Ten championship and they still beat Ohio State in over when Penn State beat them. I don't want to hear nothing else about no freaking best 4 teams. I understand how this thing works. It's about your best teams with the schedule they've been given. All right, your pathway, how you look. All right, that's how it is. That's how it's forever gonna be until we get this stupid behind 16 team bull crap. However, is it 16, 12? It's 12, right?
I think it's a 12. Yeah.
12, however many. It's stupid because why? It's 12. It is 12. It's 12. It's stupid. Now these games not gonna matter, but now Alabama. Congratulations, you're gonna be in there every year. You're gonna be in there every year. So this schedule ain't even gonna matter. You're gonna be in there every year. You ain't even got to worry about it. All right. So I don't even understand why they even doing this because it devalues the regular season. And people want to say, well, the regular season matters because it's gonna depend on your seeding. Congratulations, you're already gonna be playing in neutral sites anyway. Now I think the first playoff game is the home and whoever, like there's a home and away team, but after that it's gonna be neutral sites.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't. It's stupid. I don't agree, but we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. But yeah, that was a hot topic, all the scheduling and everything. So especially after, like I said, how everybody's talked about the schedule this year, they loved it. I don't, myself, like you said, I'll take it. I don't really care. It'll shut people up if we go out and handle business. So,
especially if we go out there and win. Like imagine if, because I like our chance. Imagine if Georgia win a third natty, right? And win a third one in a row. What excuse can you come up with then now?
Yeah.
Especially if we go through the SEC championship, which I'm presumably thinking Alabama will be on the opposite side in the West. We go through the SEC championship game. We beat an Alabama team. What more could be said? Oh, you were healthy throughout the regular season. You didn't have to play nobody. Your bones were feeling good. What the? I don't want to.
Back to back would be wild.
I know. Like there shouldn't be any more talk because even if we were to have a down season, even if we were to have a 1 loss or maybe a 2 loss type season, all right. The stuff that we've done over the past 2 years, the stuff that Kirby has done over his entire tenure for Georgia so far has been better than. I mean, who wouldn't want it? Who wouldn't want what we have gotten so far? We've been to 3 natties. We've won 2. I mean, come on. All right. Well, we got 2 SEC championships. Along with that, we won. I mean, an umpteen amount of times. I mean, come on, man. We're rocking. We're rocking, man. I'm loving what Kirby's doing. I think this is going to be a long run. I think, like I said, the tides are changing. I'm excited. I think we're going to have a long run. I really do believe Georgia's going to have a long run soon.
All right. Well, any last things you want to bring up here? I know you probably got your training session coming up here in a few. Anything else you want to talk about?
No, not yet. Currently in talks, trying to get a fight potentially. Looks like I'll just throw out a date. All right, August 4th. That's all I'm going to throw out. Don't know the opponent yet. Don't know that yet. August 4th. That's the plan. So we'll see. Talking with opponents and stuff now, so we're trying to get that stuff settled. We might have one set. We just got to get contract stuff settled and all that. But hopefully we get a fight coming up soon. So look, boom, there you go, August 4th. All right. So let's get all this stuff going, and I'm excited, ready to go. Training.
Sounds good. All right, man. Well, thank y'all for listening in. This is the TNT podcast. If you want to support us, you can go in the description of this podcast. You can listen to it and support it. If y'all want to go, y'all can go click on the link. Go to the Linktree link. And, there's many different ways to promote us and help us and support us. So feel free to do that. Thank you guys for listening in. As always, see you next time.
Boom, boom.